So, Roosterteeth is shutting down. And that, by all respect, is way overdue. I have been a fan of Roosterteeth since probably season 3 or 4 of Red vs. Blue. I'm sure I would have found them sooner, but I didn't have good internet at my parents' house growing up, so online usage was extremely limited, and we had one family computer we shared, and so I didn't discover Red vs. Blue until a little while later. But once I did, I was hooked. I sank into Rooster Teeth and all of their content, especially when Achievement Hunter came around. But if we come over here, I have Red vs. Blue. What is that? Best DVD of all time. Ruby 1 through 4. Fails of the Week. Strangerhood. Red vs. Blue all the way to season 12. I have the Archie Shorts DVDs. I have Laser Team. At one point, I considered getting an Achievement Hunter tattoo. It's going to be one of my earlier tattoos, and I still might tattoo on myself a cute little Tower of Pimps just to commemorate all the good memories. Because as much as I love Rooster Teeth and what they did, I love Matt Hullum, I love Joel, I love Bernie, Jeff, Gus, Nathan, fucking everyone back in the day. There's a lot of people I didn't like, and I think when they branched it out with their different studios and they kept moving, I started to get a little bit exhausted by some of the new people coming. I mean, obviously we had Barbara and we had Kara, a lot of people that I really enjoyed, and I love watching the shorts. I love watching all the behind the scenes content. I love watching their gaming content, but it really, I really sunk my teeth into Achievement Hunter when we had Jeff, Michael, Ray, fucking Jack, Ryan, and I really sank my teeth into Achievement Hunter Come Me to Play, and because as an Achievement Hunter myself, I took on the AH as part of my, online persona. I'm AH Linkin and pretty much everywhere I go, and for Achievement Hunter, they inspired me for branching out and playing new games. They were a constant source of entertainment. If I was grinding achievements, if I was making content, if I was just hanging out, doing chores, cleaning, driving, whatever, at work, I had either the Rooster Teeth podcast, I had Internet Box, I had any of their Let's Plays going on in the background, their shorts on repeat. I had Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter were literally a part of every single day of my life. Probably honestly still are, just in different forms. Since I discovered them, they have been a literal every single day presence for me. And a lot of times it's not just from I was watching a video or something. Like I said, they would be on in the background or whatever have you to keep me company, because I really did feel like I was, part of the crew, and I wanted to work at Rooster Teeth at one point. I wanted to try to figure out how to get to Texas and how to integrate myself into them, and not feasible, but, I, like many other people, really thought about that. I've had dreams where Jeff and Gus and Bernie would show up at the restaurant that I worked at and sit down at a table, because they're again, a lot of the people at Rooster Teeth I didn't have a lot of care for. I enjoyed pretty much everyone there except for a few that got on my nerves. I really hated Jack at the beginning of Achievement Hunter. He was just obnoxious, and he was into a lot of things that I wasn't into. He just made constant references to Trials and Trials HD and a whole bunch of other stuff that I just I don't care, Jack. I'm not into that stuff. Shut up. And I gave Jack a lot of hate. I was not vocal. I was not a big commenter. Still am really not. But Jack grew on me in the later half of Achievement Hunter and Let's Play before I just unsubscribed, because as Rooster Teeth got acquired, and as Bernie left, and as a lot of the first generation RT employees moved on, got let go, had controversies. Not talking about Ryan. Ryan's controversy is, fuck you. But, stuff with Joel and their falling out and whatever have you, and then Bernie just kind of dropping everything and leaving. Ray being my favorite member of Achievement Hunter next to Jeff, him pursuing streaming and leaving, it's also bittersweet, and I just watched it crumble around me, because like I said, when I went to bed every night, when I played games, I had Achievement Hunter videos playing, I had Let's Play, I had Roosterteeth, I had the RT podcast, I had any of their content just constantly playing in the background as a source of just company and entertainment, and it infected a lot of my personality, and which also kind of kind of like made some of my friendships and relationships a bit aggressive, because I was like living their energy of just like yelling at each other and stuff, which impacted how I treated people around me sometimes. So like that's a kind of negative aspect about it, but they inspired me making my own content all the time, but I fell off of them. After Ray left, and then after Achievement Hunter kept cycling new people in, and I saw less and less of the people who I liked to watch, Gavin, Michael, Jeff, and they just all started, like, spreading out, and, like, I really hated Alfredo coming in there. I liked Jeremy. I didn't care much for Matt. I could not stand Alfredo, and then like after Alfredo and everybody else, I just like, I don't know you people, I don't care, and I stopped watching. I unsubscribed from RT, from Achievement, or from Let's Play after probably like 2016 maybe, and I only watched the old content. So now my consumption these days consists of basically just a Let's Play channel, now that Fuckface has taken over, because I listen to the Fuckface podcast and all of like, and he pretty much, I love Jeff to death. He's like not somebody I idolize, but he's definitely like, I'm not a big celebrity guy. I don't care about celebrities very much, but like I love Jeff to death. I love Ray. I love Michael. I love Gavin, and just anything that Jeff does, I pretty much always really enjoy. And then the stuff with Griffin and Jeff's situation and that falling apart, you just kind of like watch your heroes growing up, just those people who are such a constant in my life, just like watching it all fall apart and change so dramatically. And change needs to happen, but it just never sat right with most of the fan base. Some people stuck around, and like, I commend them, that's great, but it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like home anymore, and it was about time for Roosterteeth to just kind of stop. Because it's not profitable, numbers aren't getting any better, and the enthusiasm for it is definitely dead. I mean, I tried to watch, before Let's Play was acquired through Fuckface, I tried to watch some of their new Let's Play videos, just to see how it was going, and there was absolutely no chemistry. Like, everybody was talking, it was just like, there were just moments of dead air when nobody said anything. And, and that's fine for most videos, but like, that's not the brand. There's like 6 people in the video. Somebody was always talking, somebody was always making a joke. There's always some like chicanery going on in the background. It was always entertaining, no matter whose camera feed you were looking at. Even just Ray throwing a rose at a sheep was just always entertaining, as it juxtaposed Michael and Gavin fucking losing their shit. And then you go in there and it's just like these people who I don't know, or barely know, just like not saying anything and not doing anything. Just so stale, and like I said, no chemistry. And at that point, I just like laughed to myself, scoffed, and closed the tab and made sure I was still unsubscribed and moved on. And the only thing I can say with the Rooster Teeth shutting down is I just hope that they don't like rip all their content off the internet, because I still want to be able to go back and watch the stuff I enjoyed, and maybe look at stuff I didn't enjoy, just to see. And I hope the podcasts continue to come out, because that's pretty much what I do, is I listen to their podcasts, So, as far as I know, the podcasts are still going to stay up until something else happens with that, but I'm going to start downloading their content so I have them, not to re-upload or anything, but so I have the content to re-watch for comfort and for the memories. So, it's sad, and it's kind of depressing, but I think it was time. It was time probably 3 years ago, to be honest, probably more than that. It was probably time back in 2018, but best of luck to everybody losing their fucking jobs. Oh, man.